G'day, Starlo here, and how is this for an iconic Sydney spot? You can probably see the big coat hanger over my shoulder, and I'm pretty excited about this because it's a couple of years since I caught up with Shroom for a land-based fish in Sydney, and that's what I'm doing this evening. It's late in the afternoon. He's told me to meet him down at the Balmain foreshore. I think I've found him. I can see a bloke over there with a lot of fishing rods and a lot of gear, so I reckon that's him. I'm going to head over, catch up with Shroom and have a fish into the dark. This is going to be exciting. Well, that looks pretty promising. A council that actually welcomes anglers. How good is that? And a good message there too. I better get moving. It looks like Shroom's already set up and filming content for his amazing YouTube channel and all of his popular social media platforms. G'day, mate.
Starlo, welcome to Sydney Harbour. Here we go.
Thanks, mate. So good to catch up with you again. And what a great looking spot. Not a bad view.
Check that out.
Oh, careful, mate.
I'm spoiled. I'm always driving over it, but it is such a beautiful sight. And what's more beautiful may be the bait, which might catching us some fish today.
Yes. I brought some bait. Have a look at this. I've got a nice fresh mac tuna from this morning.
Oh, well, look at that.
Kept it on ice.
Yeah, it's a decent size too.
Now, I want to know if you've ever seen these in the harbour before.
These ones, what are they? Rainbow runners? Or
No, it's a big I think they're a northern pilchard. There is just massive schools of them at the moment up in Middle Harbour.
Wow.
Yeah, tens of thousands of them. The scales come off really easy. They're much prettier when you first land them.
Yeah.
But they're a pilchard of some sort. I'm going to throw one out whole.
Guys, you know what that is? Put it down in the comment section. And I actually brought a lot of bait too.
Good.
I've already brought a handful of pilchards that I've already cut up on the chopping board.
I'm glad you've got a chopping board. Yeah.
That's going to allow us to catch liveys.
Yes.
And send out a live bait.
Mm.
And I've also got garfish, frozen garfish.
Ooh.
Check that out. So grab that out of the bucket.
Do you want to start thawing those?
Yeah, these should be ultimate freshness. I made sure that these haven't been dead for long before they hit the freezer. And then we've also got a couple of squid, and they're not pink.
No.
So I've definitely kept the...
Oh, well done. Did you catch those yourself?
I can't remember, but I definitely... I made sure the air was out of the package.
Yeah. When they get that
water.
pink or red on them, it means they've been in contact with fresh water, and it's really not good.
Yeah, that's right. So I've got a couple of them. What else we got? Yeah, we've got some backup yakkas if we had our tails between our legs and we couldn't get anything.
We've got so much bait. All right. And there's lots more bait on tap right at our feet.
Starlo, these ones here, I don't have too much confidence that they ever get hit, but you know, you can't choose, unfortunately.
No.
Those lollipops.
Put him out.
We're definitely going to send him on an expedition down Challenger's Deep in the Marianas Trench.
Shroom's going to put that big yakka out live in the hope of a kingy or jewfish. I want to try for a smaller one, but I'm not having much luck in that department. They're huge here. Look at that. How's that for a yakka, Shroom?
Big. That's a big one. Look at that, guys. Look at that right there. Starlo just picked up a big yakka. Was that on the...
That was on a strip of mac tuna on the slightly lighter gear.
Wow.
Yeah. That is the fattest yakka I have ever caught. Look at that.
Wow.
That is amazing. It's round like a tuna. Do we need it for bait?
We don't really need it. I mean...
I might put him back.
Yeah, it's good to have a few so that if we want to use it, it's right there without...
Yeah. I'll put this one back. He's too cute. A cute yakka. Now, that's an interesting concept.
Hardest ever yakka back in. For good luck, because he wants a bigger one.
No, I want a smaller one. Since I last caught up with Shroom, he's become a TikTok phenomenon, and school kids were coming out of the woodwork now to meet him. Seriously, it was like being at a Wiggles concert. So good to see though. I left Shroom to entertain his throng of young admirers and shot another bait out. There wasn't long to wait between bites either. I've got another one.
Right, yeah, let's go, Starlo.
This is so much fun.
Starlo's getting stuck in again.
Oh, they're getting bigger.
They keep upgrading when he wants them to downsize a bit.
They're so big. Way too big for live bait.
Yeah, they probably scare the predators.
Yeah.
At that size. They'll probably run way too fast. Guys, just to put in perspective, I usually use yakkas that are probably about a third the size of that.
Yeah.
But the variety here are just monsters.
I'll put this jumbo yakka back and keep trying for a smaller one. Gosh, it's a lovely afternoon, and the view's not too bad either. All right, let's get that bait out. Ooh, what have I got this time? Feels heavy. Steady does it. I'm on pretty light gear. I don't know what this is, but I'd say it's a big flatty.
I recognise hard yakka when I see it, guys. Fishing is hard work.
Yeah, it's
Sun's coming up slow. Silent but deadly.
Yep, it's a nice
It's a big, good sized flatty.
Now we've got to figure out what the leader is.
light.
Lights. Oh no! Here we go, guys. We're gonna see something go terribly wrong.
All right, we'll try the big lift. Should walk him. This is why you don't lift fish.
Go to the ladder and let. Go to the ladder and let it.
Yeah, if you want to walk, if you think it's like 4 pound and it's definitely gonna snap, we can walk it. You probably.
I'll go down the ladder and net it. Oh, the rod's in.
There we go. It's around its gills.
Ha ha!
Around that spiker that saved it.
The big lift, yeah. It
Very
couldn't
good.
soar back and forth across his jaws because it was around the.
So good, Starlo. So good.
Yeah.
There we go, guys. There are fish besides yakkas here. Now, Starlo, how do you like to hold flatties? I've got my way, and people seemingly don't understand how I hold mine and don't get spiked.
I call it thumb on bum.
Thumb on bum. Okay, there we go, right there, guys. Might have to blur that just to stay G-rated for everybody here. So they relax when they're upside down, basically.
They do, yeah. But they can still spike you. Look.
Yeah, look at that, guys. Collateral.
All right. Who wants a flathead to take home?
That's a flathead.
Flathead.
Dusky.
A what?
Dusky flathead.
Dusky flathead. Ah.
It's a good eating fish.
Beautiful.
You're going to take him home?
Good tape.
Well, we'll give him to someone.
Careful of its gills.
Yeah, we'll keep him because he's cactus. Someone will take him home and eat him.
Yes.
I'm on a bit of a roll.
No.
I'm hooked up again. What's this one going to be?
Oh, what's that?
Flounder. I'm getting all the species.
Guys, whoa.
You'll get so many around here.
Starlo's got a flounder, guys. Right there, it wasn't fighting too hard, so we're just looking at it, and then some new sort of locomotion through the water. You know how they swim like this?
Yeah,
like this,
yeah.
like a fish.
Cool.
Right there. Now I got asked this last night. What's the difference between a sole and a flounder?
Sole doesn't have the tail. It just goes around and just ends.
Oh right.
Yeah.
So this part here is
Yeah,
more or less.
that bit identifies a flounder. This would just go straight in like that on a sole. I've never caught a sole on hook and line.
Yeah, I've just called all these flounder because they
That's
all
a flounder.
look the same.
I think they're big, large tooth flounder if you want to get technical about it. Yeah. And you know they all start swimming upright in the water and they're coloured on both sides and they've got an eye on each side and until they're about that big and then the eye migrates around the head and they start lying on the bottom. Amazing.
Yeah. And they can choose which side apparently.
Yeah.
They're not always the same side.
No,
so-
no. I might need one of your dehookers.
Yeah, let's go get that sorted. What bait was that on?
Still a piece of that pilchard. They're loving that pilchard.
Yeah.
Thanks, Shroom. And the varieties just kept coming as darkness fell. Uh-oh, I got Shroom's line.
Oh, yes.
Eb-
is there a-
Hebrim and a line.
I'll pass this a bit towards
It's all good. What is with the fish here? They all need to go to Weight Watchers. They are. Look how fat that thing is. Must just sit there and eat everyone's bait all day long.
Yeah, that's got a bit of a stomach, that one.
Oh, that's crazy.
I don't know. I'm just putting it up. Because when it gets dark, you don't want to think.
Now, he swallowed it, unfortunately, and that's one of the problems with bait fishing. But if that happens, don't try and dig the hook out. Just cut it off as close as you can to the fish's mouth and get it back in the water.
Because I don't know how the day.
Here we go. Cut it off nice and close. And back he goes. Nearly go home time for me. I'm not a great night fisherman, but I know that's when the big fish will get caught here, for sure. What a great spot.
Okay, so like bait rod, I'm going
It's interesting, as it gets darker and darker, more and more people are coming down here to fish. It obviously fishes pretty well at night. Oh, I'm getting another bite. It's been a lot of fun. Brings out the jetty rat in me doing stuff like this, and it's great to see the kids down here doing it. I've got to head off pretty soon. I've got a very early start in the morning. I'm going to go and have some dinner and head home, but I reckon a lot of them will be here for a lot longer, including Shroom. I've always loved wharf or jetty fishing. I got one. It's so accessible and everyone can take advantage of these public platforms. But if we're going to enjoy continued access to them, we really need to do the right thing and consider the non-fishing public. That means not leaving knives, hooks or gaffs lying around where they could injure people. Bringing in our lines and standing back whenever ferries or boats come alongside. Not cluttering any seating with our fishing gear. Naturally enough, collecting all our own rubbish and anyone else's and bringing it home. But above all, simply being respectful and cleaning up our act. Also remember that not every one of these platforms allows fishing, so always check first. If we follow these simple rules, there's a good chance we'll be able to continue fishing from Sydney's many public wharves and jetties. The other thing you need to do is check out my new online course. It's all about finding and catching fish in Sydney Harbour, whether you fish from a boat, a kayak, the shore or a wharf, with bait, lures or flies. It's called Starlo's Secrets for Fishing Sydney Harbour, and it launches in December 2025. But if you sign up now as an early bird, you'll not only get the course for half price, you'll also go in the running to win one of 4 prize packs consisting of a Shimano Essenza rod, Mako polarised sunglasses, Kairiki braided line and a beautiful 2500 size Shimano Miravel reel. Each pack is valued at around $790. To get in on this offering, simply use the link above or in the description below, or go to fishotopia.com. I hope to see you there, and until next time, tight lines.